got a song. You've got a song. We've all got a song to sing. Welcome to the Fresh Toones Show. My name is Dave Paltz, and the theme of today's show is called Winter Hibernation Songs. And this winter I've been very prolific in my songwriting, and I've written maybe 10 or a dozen songs just in the last 2 or 3 months. I never seem to mind winter too much, although I'm very much an outdoor person 6 months of the year, out there riding my bike. But winter has always offered me a time to sit down quietly, kind of hibernate a little bit because I'm not outdoors as much, and I get a lot of songwriting done, and as well as a number of other things that I really enjoy doing indoors. This first song that I'm going to play for you is called The Primrose Awakes. It's one of my sweeter songs. I had a little cello to it, and it was written in response to Amanda Gorman's poem that she read at Joe Biden's inauguration. I'll let it speak for itself. The Primrose Awakes. Our youth beneath the snow harbors new beginnings. The cold is bleak, but the sun's inviting. Their loving faces look to seed, to rise above as winter leaves. Their hearts love, yet endures. A damaged world awaits their cure. The primrose awakes. Yes, the primrose awakes. The primrose awakes in the sun. The little flower brings us joy. The gentle petals say much more. The warmth of love she does reflect. To know her love is just the best. And the primrose awakes. Yes, the primrose awakes. The primrose awakes in the sun. And the primrose awakes. Yes, the primrose awakes. The primrose awakes in the sun. In the sun. In the sun. In the sun. And that fresh tune is called The Primrose Awakes. Through all these tough times that we've been living through, for some reason it's drawn out some of the sweetest and some of the toughest songs, sometimes political songs that I've written. It's really motivated me to come out with both sides of myself. I think of late, since the election in November, that I've mellowed out some. This is another mellow song of mine called Come On Home to Me. Find your words, paint your tunes, sing your songs with love. Raise your eyes, see the stars float above and be your love. And take your cues, go where you choose, always stay in tune with you. Your love yourself will sing, your notes will ring, you'll always be at home. The home you want to live in, the place you want to be. Your love is saying, come on home to me. Come on home to where you need to be. Come on home, come on home to me. Come on home, come on home to me. Come on home, come on home to me. Well, both those songs, The Primrose Awakes and Come On Home to Me, both those songs get me swaying, and I just go off into another world when I'm listening to those songs. It's kind of nice to know that I'll always have those songs to be able to relate to and listen to and float off into space with in the future. This next song is a pretty serious song. It's written in response to the COVID pandemic. Like so many people, I lost someone very close to me, lost my mother to COVID. She was 100 years old, so she had a pretty good run of it, but still it was hard to talk to her on the phone because that's the only way I could talk to her. And so I can relate to the many folks that have lost people to this pandemic. This song is called The Reason Why. So much loss, so much pain, so many tears to try seemed in vain. The light was dim, our ground was shaking. We wondered why so much was taken. There seemed no reason to even try to understand the reasons why. The reasons why. The reasons why. Why we try to understand the reasons why. We were awakened by a thunderstorm. The dream we were having seems no more. We see the cost of what we've lost. Winter's chill has come, but our love can melt the frost. The reason why we should try. Our love will give us a reason why. Well, this next Fresh Tune is a pretty sweet, mellow song. It's called What Will You Do? And often what I'm doing when I'm writing these songs is I'm presenting questions to myself, encouraging myself, and I'm hoping that others can relate to the song and have some of the same questions asked of them, and they might feel some of the same encouragement and be receptive to feeling pretty good about things. This song is called What Will You Do? And there's a little voice, I don't know how it developed in the back of my head, that sometimes calls me or motions me to come back and sing the song that I really want to be a part of. What will you do? What will you do when she calls you? What will you do when your love beckons you? Open up your heart, listen for her song, be the one you want, and do the best you can. What will you do when she calls you? What will you do when your love beckons you? Look for every clue, where they take you to. The message sent to you is her love is here for you. What will you do when she calls you? What will you do when your love beckons you? Live out her love, sing out the tune, do what you do, and give the love that you. What will you do when she calls you? What will you do when your love beckons you? This is the Fresh Toones Show, and today's theme is Winter Hibernation Songs. These are all songs that I've written in the last couple of months as I've been kind of hibernating inside. And I've got plenty of songs, so I'm going to say very little here and keep rolling. This song is called Sing Just Like the Morning Sun. Puff the mist dismissed in the morning bliss. Crawl out from our billowy blankets and give her a kiss. The cumulus mountains retreat to invite us. The sun rises with nothing nebulous about it. She smiles and hosts the angels within us. She takes our hand and loans her song to us. If we can hear her love will release us, will let us sing, will let us be, will let us live a life we want to lead, to sing with love and become the warmth you seek, just like the morning sun. Sing just like, sing just like, sing just like the morning light. Well, in the last 2 months, I've only written one political song, and that was in response to the riot and the insurrectionists at the Capitol. It's called The Storm.
thing. We win the election.
The king with all his bluster, the crowd roars out his name. A tempest in a teapot, about to spout their rage. But we said, gonna save our nation, we're gonna stand our ground. Those who fought before us are standing arm in arm. The squall begins its footsteps towards the prey they salivate. Their wrath will blast the hallways, gale winds the pillars shake. But we said, gonna save our nation, gonna stand our ground. Those who fought before us are standing arm in arm. The storm has done its damage, but the building did withstand. With the strength of her foundation, a king stripped, a nation saved. And we said, gonna save our nation, we're gonna stand our ground. Those who fought before us are standing arm in arm. Gonna save our nation, we're gonna stand our ground. Those who fought before us are standing arm in arm. Well, that's the one political song that you'll hear today. Most are going to be very mellow and sweet songs, I guess. This song is called We're Gonna Keep On Singin'. The ocean is mighty big, her waves rolling, can you hear her singing? Repeats herself every day, remind us on our way to keep on singing. Keep on singing. Sing it every day. Now give your love away. Open up your heart and jump right in the waves. The ocean is mighty big, she's there for you, jump right in. Her waves will wash you clean, you'll swim in nature's dream, and will keep on singing. Gonna keep on singing. We're gonna keep on singing. We're gonna keep on singing. We're gonna keep on singing. This is the Fresh Toones Show, and today's theme is Winter Hibernation Songs. And I'm playing all new songs today, songs that I've written in the last 2 months as I've been semi-hibernating, which isn't a bad thing to do these days with the pandemic. This song is called There's a Star. There's a star shining with love, with brilliant notes the chimes are rung for us to come, to melt the haze and sea, to radiate and be the light we've seen. A summery dream to keep us warm, to bask in her light and bear out our love. There's a star there in the dark sky, a blinking light to guide our lives, to steer us home, to steer us home where we belong, to give us words to write our songs, to give us hands to open wide, so we can shine our light and give our love and be the star we want to be. There's a star shining with love, with brilliant notes the chimes are rung for us to come. There's a star there in the dark sky, a blinking light to guide our lives, to steer us home, to steer us home where we belong, to give us words to write our songs, to give us hands to open wide, so we can shine our light and give our love and be the star we want to be. Well, I'm going to wrap up today's Fresh Toones show with this song called There's a Garden Where I Go. And it describes a little bit about this world that I'm able to go into when I'm songwriting or painting. And it's just like my own little garden where I can smell different flowers and casually walk along and realize a lot of new things. In this song, I invite everyone to find that garden and join in with the flowers, being creative. This song is called There's a Garden Where I Go. There's a garden where I go, a quiet refuge where love can grow. She'll take my hand and then it flows. Where she'll take me I never know, but I ride her gentle ways as she takes me through the caves, and she points the way to love that's there for everyone. There's a garden, won't you come? Take a walk with the sun, to feel their warmth as you play. Bathe in her grace, flower every day, and we ride her gentle ways as she takes us through the caves, and she points the way to love that's there for everyone. Lift up your light to shine through the night. The garden's your friend, she'll be there to the end. Lift up your light to shine through the night. The garden's your friend, she'll be there to the end. Well, that's it for the Fresh Toones Show today. I hope you enjoyed some of these new songs that I've written in the last couple of months. If you're hibernating or staying inside because of COVID, take a walk in that garden and see what things you're invited to realize. Hope you all have a creative week for yourself. Take care now. So long.